Have you ever scrolled through your social media feed, stopped at a post, and felt that pang of envy? You know the one, the sharp, sinking feeling when you see someone's perfectly staged vacation photo, their glamorous career announcement, or their seemingly idyllic relationship status. In that instant, your own life, with its messy do lists, unfulfilled dreams, and ordinary routines, suddenly feels lackluster in comparison. You might find yourself thinking, why can't my life be like that? What am I doing wrong? These moments of envy aren't a lot rare. In fact, they've become an all too common part of our digital lives. And it all ties into this idea of the illusion of perfection that social media so easily creates. We live in an age where everyone is sharing their highlight reels, and it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our behind the scenes footage to someone else's carefully edited movie trailer. That couple you're envious of? The ones with the picture? Perfect anniversary posts? They might have had a huge fight just last night. The influencer traveling the world in a van? They could be struggling with intense loneliness on the road. The new mom sharing cute baby photos? She might be feeling completely overwhelmed by motherhood. What we see on social media is not real life. It's a carefully curated show. And when we compare our unfiltered, messy, everyday lives to their polished, edited versions, it's no wonder we end up feeling inadequate. But have you ever wondered where this feeling of envy even comes from? It turns out, it's not as modern as you might think. Envy isn't a new emotion. In fact, it's been around for thousands of years. Back in the days of small tribal communities, comparing ourselves to others actually served a purpose. It helped us figure out who had the most resources, who was the most protected, and where we stood in the social hierarchy. Comparison was a survival mechanism. It told us if we were contributing to the group, if we were safe, and if we were valued. But the world has changed dramatically since then, and our brains haven't quite caught up. Now, instead of comparing ourselves to the 150 people in our tribe, we're exposed to the lives of thousands, even millions of people. And this kind of comparison isn't helping us survive anymore. Instead, it's causing us emotional exhaustion, anxiety, and a constant feeling of not being good enough. So, if envy has been around for so long, and it's clearly not going away, how should we think about it? Well, I want to challenge a common belief about envy. For so long, we've been taught that envy is a bad emotion, something to be ashamed of. We're told to suppress it, hide it, and never let it show. But what if envy isn't a character flaw? What if it's actually a valuable signal from our inner selves? Think of envy as a compass, quietly pointing us in the direction of what we truly long for. If you find yourself envying a friend's relationship, maybe it's a sign that you're craving emotional safety and intimacy. If you're jealous of someone's creative career, it could mean that your own creativity has been bottled up and you're yearning for an outlet to express yourself. The next time envy creeps up, don't judge it. Sit with it, listen to it. It's not telling you to become someone else, it's trying to tell you something important about yourself. But here's the tricky part. Not all of our feelings of envy are actually about what we truly want. Not all envy is genuine. Sometimes we envy things that we don't actually want deep down. Society bombards us with messages about what we should want: the big house, the fancy car, the high-profile job. We see someone with these things and we feel that pang of envy. But take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, do I really want what they have, or do I want the validation and approval that I think comes with it? Often, we're not envious of the actual possessions or lifestyle. We're envious of the feelings they represent: respect, security, love, and freedom. When we dig deeper, we can start to separate our true desires from the ones that have been imposed on us by society. And while we're on the topic of expectations, there's another big misconception we need to talk about. Comparison feeds into the dangerous illusion that life is a race, and we're falling behind. Society has created this idea that by a certain age we should be married, have a stable income, own a home, and have our lives all figured out. But the truth is, there is no one timeline for life. Success, love, personal growth, and finding our purpose don't follow a set schedule. Life is messy, nonlinear, and full of unexpected twists and turns. Your journey might be slower than others, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. You're not behind, you're exactly where you need to be right now on your unique path of becoming. So, if envy isn't something to run away from, how can we use it to our advantage? Instead of letting envy bring you down, you can turn it into a powerful tool for self. Next time you feel that twinge of envy, lean into it. Ask yourself, what exactly am I feeling envious about? What aspect of their life is triggering this emotion in me? Is this a genuine desire or something I've been conditioned to want? What's one small step I can take towards what I truly want? You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just take that one honest step and then another. And there's another practice that can really help put envy in perspective. You might have rolled your eyes at the advice to be grateful in the past, but hear me out. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the things you lack or pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging and appreciating the good things in your life, big and small. Make it a daily practice. Take a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a stranger, or a delicious meal. Notice the small joys in your life and celebrate your own progress, even if no one else can see it. Gratitude doesn't make envy disappear, but it puts it in perspective. At the end of the day, there's one important thing to remember. The lives that we envy the most aren't always the happiest. Happiness isn't found in impressing others or living up to some idealized standard. It's found in being present, in aligning our lives with our values, and in being true to ourselves. Instead of asking, why don't I have what they have? Start asking, what kind of life would feel true to me? A life that isn't filtered, copied, or lived for the sake of showing off. A life that's uniquely yours, flaws and all. So, the next time envy starts to creep in, don't run away from it. Don't try to numb the feeling with mindless scrolling or distractions. Pause, take a deep breath, and listen. Let envy be your guide, showing you the parts of yourself that are yearning for growth and change. Turn that ache of envy into motivation, that comparison into clarity, and that longing into positive action. You don't need someone else's life. You have your own incredible journey, filled with endless possibilities. Trust that you are enough, just as you are, and that you have the power to create a life that is truly fulfilling and meaningful.